champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Flush to his right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, That's who you're looking for.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Keenan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Keenan throwing complete here to Dotson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. It's brought in by Dotson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Keenum. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Keenum to throw again. Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 4th down for Keenum. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Keenum. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. But now it'll be third down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Throwing on 2nd and long. Keenan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Keenum going to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Keenum going for it on 4th. And he finds McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wentz. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Keenum, and he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
120. 51.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Hey, empty.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Keenum now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Keenum into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go, first one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Keenum. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Zach Brown able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Keenum now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, it's Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing now, Keenum. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Keenum. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been great. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Montez Sweat. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. To throw, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 52.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Keenum nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and long. It's Keenum. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Keenum's going to throw it here. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Second and goal from the 1.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing now is Keenum. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves,